Ever heard of the First Amendment?
Fuck the First Amendment. They could paste it on your coffin.
I had a fight to get this interview, so make no mistake about it, I am not scared of you.
So you're one of them fearless.
I know that you are very fond of the N-word from your other interviews, but just so you know, if you use the N-word during this interview, it's not going to be printed. It'll be marked expletive deleted.
I changed my mind. I don't want to be recorded.
It's in the contract.
Hell, I'll do it.
This is Jen Sloan, investigative reporter for the LA Times. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, 2017. I'm interviewing Cole, the new leader for the largest white supremacist group in Southern California, the American Patriots. Why do you go by just Cole now?
It doesn't matter. I just do.
You went by your full name when you were a cop.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cop anymore. And the only reason I'm here is to say that the American Patriots have been getting a bad rap by the LA Times and all of the liberal media. The American Patriots are not a group of white supremacists. We are a group of dedicated American patriots.
Well, you said that your mission is to secure the future of all white children. What do you mean by that?
I'm not here to answer any questions. I have some things I want to say.
Say them.
Well, let's start with Black Lives Matter. The most violent, homegrown terrorist group this country has seen since the Black Panthers.
No. Let's start and stay with the American Patriots, which is why we are here.
Is that why we're here? I thought you wanted to jump me for being indicted for murder.
Well, since you brought it up, I'll talk to you about your brutal shooting of 16-year-old Maxim Williams.
I don't want to talk about that case.
Why didn't you help him when he was laying there, dying, bleeding out in the street?
I was a good cop. I'd been working out there, dodging bullets, and dealing with crazies for almost 10 years.
You wouldn't have treated a wounded dog the way you did Maxim.
A dog wouldn't have threatened me with a knife!
A penknife with a 3-inch blade. And you know the dash cam showed him running away from you. He was just a kid. You are twice his size with a gun, and you're afraid?
I was doing my job!
Stop it! Stop it! What are you, dead inside?
I'm not dead. And I'm not just some dumb, stupid redneck.
That scares me even more.
You remind me of someone.
Who?
This girl I went to school with in 9th grade.
That was before you joined the American Patriots.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something. If you could pull off the American Patriots label and get a fresh start, would you?
Would you pull off your Black Lives Matter label?
I can't pull off my skin.
Let me ask you something. Just hypothetically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever go out on a date with me?
In public?
I said hypothetical.
Well, we couldn't be any more different on the surface. Beneath it all, we are all the same. Afraid to leave our little box, and yet we accept it somehow. Why is that?
We have to live in the world. Listen, Jen. You can't use that stuff I said about that girl in school. It could get me killed.
I know I can't use any of this. I will delete it. And I'll tell them you didn't want to be recorded.
That girl I told you about in the 9th grade, her name was Ellie. She broke my heart. She said she would never go out with a white boy.
Shame on her. The kid you shot, Maxim, that was my nephew. And I don't know what he was doing out that night, but he was a beautiful baby. And I would hold him and nibble on his cheek all the time. He was a sweet kid. There was nothing mean in him.
You might not believe me, but I would give my life to bring him back.